This is not the vote of thanks. This is just a closing set of remarks. But I would like to thank all the speakers and all the members and all the guests who are here, because it's a vibrant evening only because of the presence of people on the chairs. The chairs would not have been able to make this evening as vibrant as it became with the Zinda Dil kind of personalities who are present in the hall. Now, I know you've listened to 4 conversations, all diverse, different interests, different areas, different mindsets required to appreciate them. And each of them unique. We had wanted Ahen to stay till the end and sing a few more songs, but he had to leave early, so we got him at number 2. Kai baar batting order change bhi karna padta hai because of the situation. Mr. Sidhu and Harkiran were so exact with their conversation that there was not even an iota of a word out of place in that conversation, sir. Harkiran was a little adventurous with his questions. VAT 69 and VAT, which was a brilliant question, I think. But let me say that Mr. Sidhu should now be given the status and stature of an ex-IAS officer. जो एक्स होते हैं ना वो थोड़े से एक्सेस के बारे में आपको पता है तो एक्सेस cannot be treated as current flames. Exes are not current flames, so you don't have the same rights over them as you over the exes as you have over the current flames, right? So Mr. Sidhu cannot be asked questions which are beyond his purview now. But sir, you were able to, and this is not, I mean, you're not writing my ACR, sir, anymore, or you never did earlier also, different states. So the point is that Mr. Sidhu answered them, if I can say so, brilliantly well. And when he had to deflect a slight part of the question from Dr. Manoj, he did that with aplomb. And that was fantastic. A round of applause for Mr. Sidhu and Harkiran. I learn a lot from Mr. Sidhu all the time because he's also started his YouTube channel. I'm sure he would be very happy that I mentioned this here because when you leave the IAS, then you start YouTube channels. And when you start YouTube channels, you want them to be watched and followed and subscribed to. So if you don't follow Mr. KBS Sidhu, please follow him. And if you don't follow Vivek Atre, please follow him also. Okay. And anyone else who has YouTube channels here, by the way, please raise your hands. Colonel Chima, great Fosters, यहाँ कहाँ से आ गए तुम? Rene, anyone else? Manoj, ma'am? Chahat, Ajay, Randhava, Dr. Nirubali, anyone else? शुरू कर दो अभी. Doesn't take more than 1 minute to start a YouTube channel. So please follow all our members. Members should follow members. The second people on the stage were, who were they? Ahen and Ravi. So Ravi, your Punjabi is beyond my comprehension, but I enjoy it. I heard you interviewing, Tai mein kaun the? Tai mein kaun tha? Tai. Guggi, Gurpreet Guggi. Gurpreet Guggi was, you know, she could bring out the best from him in a Thai event where I also happened to be there. And she was able to bring out the best of Ahen as well out here. He was just himself. And that's what a speaker has to be. If the speaker is feeling a little uncomfortable and, you know, ill at ease, then what's the point of the cool seat over there? This concept of the cool seat and hot seat is basically to make people bring out the best in each other. Who is on the hot seat is, of course, the purview of the forum. But anyone from the cool seat could also be on the hot seat one day. Depends on how you're feeling. And sometimes the cool seat also becomes the hot seat. I'm not looking at anybody in particular here. Now, the third set of speakers, Avan and Ankur, education, innovation, keywords. Education and healthcare are the basics of any country. Without that, nothing. We don't do enough. And education in the innovative realm with foreign collaboration is something that we need to look at. Avan does a great job of it. He's also a co-sponsor today. And before I thank him, I must also thank Omax at this stage, since I brought up the sponsors. Omax, I believe, has already sponsored our events earlier, and today they've sponsored this, and I believe they've already closed a couple of deals, so their sponsorship is already, way beyond what they expected. So doubly done or something like that. So thank you to the sponsors and thank you to Avan. But Avan, he also spoke about how he, being an entrepreneur, can do innovative things in different realms. So when we have Rahul, I'm coming to Rahul, who's a life all-rounder. You also have Avan, who's into education, into tourism, hospitality, as well as furniture. So the sky is the limit to your spectrum. I mean, YouTube channels is one thing. And you can be from anywhere and you can do anything. That is the new ball game of today. Gursimran over there, he is into preparing people for banking jobs. He would never have thought he will get into that. And the way he does it is quite charming. Fantastic conversation, and Ankur also I must praise because he's such a natural on the stage, and he had to step in at the last minute. Nagina was to come and she was busy, but we changed the photograph and it looks like Ankur. So I'm very happy that that was done in time. Last minute things, sometimes they can become hiccups. Kai baar photo change ho jati hai, naam nahi change hota. That can be a big problem, especially with politicians. I remember a new chief minister came, sir, abhi aapke bhi aane wala hai. Some maybe new, maybe not so new, you never know. But the compeer or the PR person who has to sing the praises of the CM, वो 2-3 बारी तो ठीक बोल गया नाम, फिर बाद में चौथी बारी उसको पहला CM याद आ गया. So opposition party, and that really, I mean, then the CM blew his top and the guy had to lose his job. Government jobs are very precarious, especially if you're on contract, not if you are permanently. Okay. The last one was, I have been reading your posts, and I must say Anshuman did a fabulous job of bringing out the best in you. Round of applause for him as well. But Rahul, your story is unique, and you are a walking, talking inspiration, and Pallavi too. I never met her. I met you on stage twice. I'm very happy to meet you off stage today, because some people I meet only on the stage and then you don't get to know them that well. You have to be very straight-jacketed. But today, I could see a different side. And Pallavi, and the way you talk to each other, yede, sale, kamine, matlab kya yaar? I mean, ऐसे तो कमाल है. मतलब I don't know, maybe husbands and wives and spouses and partners use even worse words. I don't know. I'm not interested in knowing. The point is that you lived a life, and she lived that life, and she's living that life even today. And I said something in praise of Shane Warne yesterday or today. When you go, then the human fallibility is also gone. So you're not human anymore. And your memory actually can grow your stature to another level, because the human frailties are no longer present. Nobody's perfect. But when somebody is gone, we tend to remember only the perfection in that individual. And that is something which, round of applause for Rahul. And not only for Pallavi, Rahul himself, the story of 2 rupees, 300 rupees, ये सब बातें जो है ना, वैसे I'm very also glad to see that you evolved from the rupee mode to something which is higher. And that higher realm doesn't involve rupees at all. And saving lives, helping lives, inspiring people is what you should do more of. And Nikhil will handle the metaverse, or aap apna, you come and sing praises of the verse or whatever it is, and you could do no worse than that, really. Super. So thank you very much for being here, all of you, and we have a Hobnob 22 coming up. Hobnob का मतलब है एक दूसरे के साथ गपशप करते रहना, hobnobbing with the best. Hobnob is basically to fraternize, not to flirt, but just to mix with people and meet them and chat, and you can flirt also, there's no problem. But Hobnob is something which is about networking. So end of April 2022, we shall have that event somewhere in Chandigarh, in the Tri-City of Mohali. And it's a big one. Last year we had to do it online. The speakers are going to be fantastic. Cool seats are on offer. That means many of you can be at the Hobnob stage, wherever it is, and you could be asking questions to very eminent and very powerful speakers. So please let us know if you are interested. Please recommend speakers if you want to recommend some speakers as well. You know, if you want to have some great speakers coming up for Hobnob, we'll be happy to, if we have enough sponsorship, even fly them from Bangalore or Bombay or Delhi or wherever. We shall do our best, but we want the best. So that is one. And we have ideas for a musical evening in early April, which shall be secret till we actually have it. And, and we shall have different spectrums of things and activities. 4 different topics. In the year, we could have 24 different things to do, or at least 12. 24 thoda zyada ho jayega, Anshuman will be very busy. So 12. 12 different things to do. Cricket, music, entrepreneurship, government, you never know. Fashion, we had once fashion in this very hotel on the ground floor. We had a fashion show. And literature, though we keep out of literature because Ravi knows and Anshuman knows and others know that there is a CLS, which is the sister organization of Vibrant, if I can say so, and we do a lot of literary activities there. So thank you very much. There is in this room enough variety from life itself, from the army to the medical field to the bureaucracy, to authors, innovators, entrepreneurs, educationists, bankers, etc., to fill up your evening and your life with enough color and enough entertainment and enough variety to satisfy, satiate, and make you feel blessed. Thank you very much and all the best, and see you for cocktails right now. Thank you.